Merhabalar. Sesimiz geliyor mu?
Recording in progress.
sesim duyuyorsa.
Merhabalar.
Hemen
Merhabalar,
toplayıp
hoş bulduk.
bitireceğim. 4 milyon ortalama gişeye göre hesap yapıyoruz arkadaşlar. Diyoruz ki 4 milyon gişe ne yapar? Adam başı 10 lira kalsa 40 milyon. Oo, Allah bereket versin. Buna göre işte sponsorlarımız, şunlarımız, bunlarımız 50 milyonun içerisinde oynuyoruz. 50 milyon liralık bir bütçeyle hayal kurabiliyoruz. Niye? 80 milyon nüfusumuz var, 4 milyon gişemiz var. Dedik ki bu böyle olmaz. Biz bu vizyonla Hollywood bizi her zaman döver. Oyunda da Hyper Casual'ın pazarı farklı pazarlar olmakla birlikte Amerika, Kanada olduğu için biraz durumu kurtardık. Orada çok güzel gidiyoruz. Ama artık biz 80 milyon değiliz. Biz 1 milyar kişiyiz dememiz lazım. Çünkü Amerika'da ortalama bir filme gitmiş insan sayısı, bir seferde bir sinema filmine gitmiş insan sayısı 160 milyon. Yani 160 milyon gişe görmüş film var. Nüfus 360 milyon. 160 milyon kişinin izlediği bir seferde film var. 160 milyon kişi birer dolar kalsa 160 milyon dolar yapar. Sen de ona göre para harcarsın. Şimdi bu kıstası hiç unutmamanızı istiyorum. Lütfen global ve küresel bakın. Lütfen yaptığınız işlerde büyük büyük bakın. Kocaman kocaman. Milyar kişiyiz. İşte bu Türkiye'deki üreten arkadaşlarımızı milyar kişiye ulaştırma hedefimizde de Bilişim Vadisi'ndeki ekosistemde artık uluslararasılaşmak, müttefiklerimizle, bizi sevenlerle, bizim sevdiğimiz ülkelerdeki arkadaşlarla birlikte olmak için bir yolculuk inşa etmeye çalışıyoruz. Dijital Türk Oyunları platformu kurucusu olarak yıllardır bu vizyon için işte sizi böyle başınızı belaya sokuyoruz. Gece uykusuz bırakıyoruz. Buralara da yoruyoruz. Sizi yarın farklı ülkedeki benzer arkadaşlarınızla yan yana getirmek, birlikte iş yapmanızı ve 1 milyar müşteri içerisinde iş yapabilmenizi ve o vizyonda olmanızı sağlamak için. Bunun ilk adımını bugün burada atıyoruz. Güzel bir toplantı olacak ve 7-8 ülkeden arkadaşlarımızla bu operasyonu yapacağız. Hazır mıyız arkadaşlar? Operasyonumuzu Gizem Hanım yönetecek. Emre Bey buyurun.
Okay. Hello everyone. From another country, could you please open your camera? I'm here. This is Emre. Can we see your face? Please, which country they are online now? We know it. For example, Iran, Iraq, maybe Azerbaijan. Here we go. Okay. We see all you. Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Morocco, Iran, and Iraq. Abdurrahman, where are you from? I couldn't see that. Filistin. Oh, perfect. Perfect. We see you all. Hello, guys. This is me, Emre. I'm director of DGH. DGH is the Turkey's biggest digital animation and gaming center. Today, we're going to talk about you something about Turkey ecosystem. And then we really want to know in your country, you guys, how you develop your game, what are you doing in your university or gaming ecosystem. At the end of the day, we want to touch your site and maybe in our summer gaming camp, maybe we will see you in physically in Turkey. We will be pleasure to see you in Turkey. That's all. How we start, I will give the microphone to Gizem, then we will continue. Thank you very much again. It's a pleasure to see you all this country. Bye-bye. Okay?
Hi everyone, this is Gizem. I'm the event coordinator. Before we start, we would like to welcome Mr. Ömer Kocaman. He is the Deputy Secretary of Turkic States. He wants to welcome you all. And if you are ready, Mr. Kocaman, the stage is yours, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for introduction of me. My name is Ömer Kocaman. I am Deputy Secretary General of Organization of Turkic States. And maybe a brief information about our organization, and then how this area of cooperation is important, I will touch upon. Our organization was established in 2009 by Nahçıvan Agreement, and
Sander ask us, can you enable please screen sharing our Regi? Ekran paylaşımına izin verebilir miyiz Zoom'dan arkadaşlar diğer ülkelere? We will fix it. Just sorry about that, Mr. Ömer. Please continue.
No problem, no problem. And our organization is located in Istanbul, and working started to work in 2010, and from then onward until now, our organization has done several important projects in many areas, ranging from education to tourism to economy, transportation, and other areas of mutual interest for our member states. So, for our organization, youth and sport is a very important area of cooperation, and ICT as well, and transport and economy. And in every areas, we have concrete projects, and we are paying attention to developing concrete projects and building a working culture among the bureaucracies, among the relevant bodies of our member states is highly crucial, highly important for us. So far, what we have done. So far, in the field of economy, we have managed to establish a joint chamber of commerce, and then in the field of education, we have Turkish Universities Union. In the field of tourism, we have Modern Silk Road project, and then in the field of youth and sport, also we have managed to establish several bodies, structures for the interaction of our youth of the member states. And now more than 40% of the population of our member states are youth, and of course, I mean, for youth, this area of cooperation, I mean, games are highly important, and it can be attached to our ICT cooperation area, because in that area of cooperation, we have several subgroups like satellite cooperation, cybersecurity, and in the field of information and communication technologies, also several programs and projects we have. Why not to include this area of cooperation to that portfolio? Actually, I'll discuss this issue with our member states, with the relevant bodies. I mean, official or semi-official bodies, because this area of cooperation we cannot ignore, because it's a fact of our age, it's a fact of our youth, cannot be denied. It cannot be ignored anymore. As I told you, I'm very happy to participate in this meeting, and happy to meet with you all here. And you had an excellent camp in Turkish Information and Communication Center. And why not in the future? Maybe we can have such camps under the umbrella of our organization. I'm sure our relevant ministries or semi-official or unofficial bodies of our member states who are working in this area, I'm sure they will show interest in this area. And of course, we are highly supportive of this project, and we had discussed this issue as well together with our colleagues. And I assure you, I mean, in the future, we will be with you, and we will develop not only camps, but also will bring other our youngsters to have interaction with you all. So, with this thoughts in my mind, once more, I would like to congratulate all for this successful camp, for this successful gathering. I am sure this initiative will open the new era where our youth and youth agencies and youth will come together and will interact and will develop concrete programs and projects of technical and development cooperation. And I'm sure, once more, I would like to reiterate the fact that I'm sure even maybe you will be able to develop joint in the future companies to have a word in the world stage. And I'm sure you have all you have this capacity and ability. All what you need is to have support, not only from governments and from private sector, from us, from the regional cooperation organizations like our organization of Turkic State. So once more, I would like to say I wish you good luck in your endeavors for the future. And once more, I'd like to thank you all for inviting me to this important meeting. I'm happy to meet with you all, and please do not hesitate to ask me any question. And also, if you appear in Istanbul, please do not hesitate to come to our organization to visit us, and we'll be very happy for that. And last but not least, of course, as a last word, once more, I'd like to wish you all good luck and happiness. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mr. Secretary General, thank you for your sincerity and your time and informations and your support as well. We hope we will be together as soon as possible under your organization's umbrella as well. Thank you for your time, sir.
No. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
We would like to invite Mr. Deputy Foreign Minister Yavuz Selim Kıran, His Excellency. He will be with us in a minute. I'm so sorry. Can we start with Turkey, Derya? Would you like to give us information about yourselves, about your organization? Can you please start?
Yeah, thank you. Hi everyone, I'm Derya from Google Developer Student Clubs Turkey. I'm mentoring Central Asia for this year, so I'm so proud of you who is here for us. Maybe Asol, Nima, Abdul Karim, Sardor, Abdurrahman, and Saif. I'm so proud of you and good luck, everyone. Thank you.
Shall we continue with Uzbekistan? Sardar, hi.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. Thank you. So let me share my screen first. So my name is Sardar Nazif. I am the Google Developer Student Club Lead and the GitHub Camps expert. And I'm also the participant of Game Dev Gyote incubation program in Uzbekistan. And today I will talk about this program we have in Uzbekistan. So actually, there are currently 10 million daily active smartphone users in Uzbekistan, and most of the population plays hyper-casual games, which accounts for like 45% of overall game industry. And from the 29th, the Uzbekistan government also started paying attention to the game development and organized contests like Game Dev Gyote and Amigo Ever. And what is the Game Dev Gyote event? It's an incubation program which is organized by the volunteer entrepreneurs and the institutional organizations in Uzbekistan. One of such organizations is the Gyote Institute and the IT Park, and the entrepreneur Akmal Salihev sponsoring this event and teaching the young students how to develop games from the coding itself, prototyping, and releasing it to the market. And the incubation program starts from the idea itself, and after the application completion, they teach the participants how to code and how to make a prototype how to make videos on prototyping, and also they help students to understand the market, and they mainly focus on the hyper casual games because with less money you can cover much larger audience with hyper casual games. And this is screenshot was taken from the one of the teachings of the incubation program, which one of the students showed how to make a Flappy Bird game on the constructor game engine without writing almost no code. And this year, this incubation program focusing on the no-code challenges, which tries to cover the kids of 11 and 18 age, and it also has much more inclusion because girls can also participate in no-code challenges, as it seems much easier than the coding itself. But I don't think that girls codes less than guys. And this is the screenshots of the games that the students development within the incubation program and reached to the final stage of the program. And this is was one of the such competitions, and in Uzbekistan we also have much more competitions like this, but this is the one I was participating and wanted to show all of you how is the competitions in Uzbekistan. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. It was very wide and brief. Thank you. So shall we continue with Morocco? Abdul Karim.
Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. All right, so thanks for having me on. I'm glad to be here with you in this amazing event. Thanks for Mr. Omar Kojman for joining us. So I'm Abdul Karim, 21 years old from Morocco. I'm a software engineer student in Iskudar University. This is my first year actually. So as we know, the video games market size is growing up day by day. A report by market research future MRFR say that the game market is let's say it will expand at CEGR compound annual growth rate of 14.5% from 2026. So I think it's a huge number, but believe me, with the Web3, this new technology, it will be more than 14.5. So I'll be glad to talk about the game industry in Morocco. So actually, I have got a good news this month on 24 January, which is Morocco will open up the international market for mobile apps development and video games by attracting international companies to invest on that. So like the companies who are interested on making video games. And also establishing a partnership with the Moroccan Royal University of Video Games, because we have a Royal University of Video Games in Morocco, to create an equipped gaming space during the year 2022. I think they are started doing it right now. And believe me, Morocco, with this incredible, amazing decision, it's a fresh market for companies who want to invest on that. Because as I know, Moroccan people thirsty for video games. We have around 1 million to 3 million gamers right there. And it's a really huge number, and it's growing up day by day. As we have also studios for creating video games, such as WAS Games. The WAS Games is for creating casual games for Android and iOS. 100% Moroccan studio, and I believe that we have a lot of studios right there. I didn't just search for them, but we have a lot of them. So, because I know actually a lot of creative people, game designers and game developers in Morocco, they are so creative. So, and there is also some local companies who are supporting this industry already by creating some online platforms, some competitions about video games, such as, I'm going to say that there are Moroccan words, Labin and Zham and Trobia. I think there's kind of something. Anyway, those three platforms are for competitions to get people who are interested on playing video games to play easily and to challenge themselves. So yeah, that's all, guys. I will be glad to answer any questions if you have, and thanks.
Abdulkarim, so thank you very much. Before we continue, Mr. Kocaman, His Excellency, if you want to add something, because I know you have to leave, and we want to express our gratitude for your participation. If you want to add or say anything to our participants, please, the stage is yours, sir. Your mic is off.
Okay. Thank you very much once more for inviting me to this important event. I'm very happy to be here and to meet with all friends here. And as I said before, we are ready to cooperate, and we are ready to work on this area of cooperation together with you all. And will be very grateful to you all for developing concrete projects, programs, and if so, then our organization will be involved in this process, and will will support you all in your endeavors. So once more, I'd like to thank you all for inviting me and for letting me meet with this important friends. And I see, as far as I understand, they are all engineers and they are developers. And I'm sure out of this interaction, togetherness, there will be huge successes beyond is waiting for us. And I'm very much excited, I must admit, for that. So thank you very much once more. And next time, inshallah, under the umbrella of our organization, we'll meet together and we'll be all together. Thank you.
We would be honored, sir. Thank you so very much.
I have another engagement that I have to leave. So I wish you good luck, all success, you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Deputy Minister, welcome, sir. We will continue with Mr. Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Yavuz Selim Kıran. He is here to welcome you all. The stage is yours, sir.
Dear Gizem and Emre, dear Ömer Kocaman, dear friends, hello everybody, good evening. I am very delighted to join you today on the final day of the OG'22 DGH Winter Camp. I know that you have been very busy with developing brand new games the whole week. I congratulate you for your efforts, enthusiasm, and hard work. In this wonderful camp, you all had a chance to learn new things and build on the experience you already had. I am sure that this unique experience will benefit you and open new doors for you in the sector. I know that gamers are a big community of more than 2.5 billion people. The size of the global game market is estimated to surpass $256 billion by 2025. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated the growth of the game industry. Gameplay times increased by 30% during this period. During the lockdown last year, people spent over 4 hours a day by playing video games. Many still find comfort in gaming as we get used to spending more and more time at home. Same trend is also seen in Turkey. Number of players have reached 36 million. Today, 79% of Turkish adults play a mobile game. Last year, digital game sector of Turkey grew at a record high rate of 29%. Size of the industry has reached $880 million. Success of the fast developing Turkish gaming sector makes us very proud. Many Turkish companies have been attracting remarkable investments in the recent years. They have also been contributing to the innovations in the gaming industry. Our country became the new center of attention of global game companies with its size and potential. One example is, of course, Zynga's purchase of the Turkish Peak Games in 2020. Only in the first half of 2021, 42 companies of Turkish gaming industry attracted a total $236 million. This is wonderful news, and I am sure that this is only the beginning. Many talents, some of them are with us today, will soon be noticed and will start up the next unicorns. They will lead the way for many innovations, attract investments, and create new jobs. With the help and support of initiatives like DGH and our government, I am confident that we will witness a rapid growth of the Turkish gaming sector in a few years. Our country is a strong candidate to be a well-known trademark in the gaming sector thanks to its creative and talented developers like you. We are ready to support our young friends in every way that we can in their passion for digital game development. Dear friends, it is clear that games also have a potential beyond entertainment. They can be significant drivers of social impact. Video games have a power to address important matters in diplomacy too. Some states already add digital games to their soft power toolkit. Game platforms bring together people from many different backgrounds and ages around a common passion and help build bridges between nations. We in our ministry have been working hard in the area of digital diplomacy, especially in the recent years. We have been developing several innovative tools to take our diplomacy to the digital age. Last year, we held the Antalya Diplomacy Forum under the theme of Diplomacy in Digital Age. I also would like to invite our friends to follow this year's Antalya Diplomacy Forum between 11 and 13 of March. With the help of amazing skills of developers like you, Turkey is ready to pay every effort to be the Silicon Valley of gaming industry. I thank the organizers of this wonderful camp and for their invitation for me to join you today. I wish all my young, talented friends a great success in their work and invite all the investors to invest in Turkish game market. Thank you very much.
Mr. Deputy Minister, we would like to express our gratitude for your participation and in your program and to greet our friends, ecosystem friends. And despite your busy schedule, we are very pleased and honored, sir. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much.
Good evening. Well, welcome back again. Whom shall we continue with? Iran. Nima, are you ready?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Go
hello
ahead.
guys. My name is Nima. I'm from Iran. I'm actually currently a student in Bilkent University. I'm the GDSC lead there. And I would like to tell you about the game development in Iran right now. So I will first like to start with my childhood memories. When I was a kid, like I was really interested in game development and I met really enthusiastic people back then. So like I want to actually show you some of the games that I saw as a kid from Iran. And these games actually, shaped my interests. Like between the years 2010 and 2015, there was this golden era of games, like the peak of gaming industry in Iran, which had the games like Mir Mahma. It was like a first-person shooter game. Back then, it was a huge thing because it was the beginning of indie game industries, and we had this game in 2011. And then there was this game like The Cat and the Coop, which was a very artistic video game, which is also ported for PS4 right now in 2018. And after that, we had some games like The Dark Phantom and Extraterrestrial Armies that they really took the gaming industry to its peak in Iran. Like we had this game, as I mentioned, The Dark Phantom. It's a third-person shooter game, action adventure, which was like you could actually see the enthusiasm of the game developers back then, and like how much they tried to make such things, even though there were no actual firms. There was just indie companies, indie teams that made these games. There was also, as I mentioned, Extraterrestrial Armies. Like it was a phenomenal, science fictional game, first-person shooter. These games actually, when you saw them, you would think like, oh, they're actually going to have like so much fun in the next years. There are going to be so many cool games from our developers in the future. But it did not go that well afterwards. Like starting from 2015, we actually had the downfall of gaming industry. And there are very few games that are actually worth mentioning nowadays. Like we actually had this game called The Children of Morta, which was kind of a pixel game. It was really interesting hack and slash game, but game developers starting from 2015 start to have so many problems publishing their games and creating such games because there came some restrictions that actually were not there. There was both strict rules and lack of rules. For example, for this game, we had the problem that the authorities thought that, okay, like for example, this female character here doesn't actually have, proper closing from their opinion, and this is actually, actually offending the values for the country. So these guys had to keep making the game. They had to push back the deadlines, and they did not get any support from the authorities at all. We also had the game, The Ambassador of Love. It was a 3D game that was really interesting. I play this also in the background. So, there are these developers that are spending so much time creating such games, indie developers, and they're putting so much time, and they also keep getting restrictions that are actually non-existent. For example, for this game, it was actually supposed to be set into a pre-religious era. It was supposed to be something very historical and normal, but because of the restrictions, again, that actually do not exist, they had to create this into a, Islamic era again, so they actually pushed the game development back to 5 years. And the game actually came out as a really rushed game that actually took 5 years to develop. It's very incomplete, and all of this is because of the, again, unclear restrictions and lack of support from the government. And actually, when I'm seeing the situation here in Turkey, it's a lot better. If I were you, I would use this opportunity that you have right now. It's such a great chance to develop some games with the support that you're getting. And I can just say that it's a really amazing opportunity. As a Bilkent student, I'm actually trying to use these chances if I manage to get some. And thank you for having me here again. It's a great chance. Thank you.
Thank you, Nima. It was very good with great graphics and informative presentation. Thank you for your participation as well. We are very pleased to know you. So shall we continue with Kyrgyzstan? Asol, hi. Kyrgyzstan.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hope you can hear me.
Yes, we hear you.
Great. Just let me share the presentation so that you guys can follow me visually. Just a moment. So once again, hello everyone. I'm Sol, and I'm a sophomore software engineer student from Kyrgyzstan, Central Asia. And I'm also a Google Developer Student Club lead in the American University of Central Asia. And as just like everyone else here, I'm very honored to join the meeting as a person who will be familiarizing you with the state or development of the game industry in my country. For your information, since I guess there are a lot of game developers or software engineers who are focused specifically on game development, I have not done game development on a serious level, but I've had some personal and university projects around games that I implemented. So let me start my presentation with saying that June 8th of 2017 can be called the birthday of the Kyrgyz video game industry. I know it seems quite late, 2017, but that was the situation in Kyrgyzstan. On this day, the game, which is called World of One, premiered on Steam. Maybe you know this game. As I said, it's called World of One. And Steam, when this game premiered on the website called Steam, Steam is an online platform where one can buy, play, create, and discuss PC games. And World of One, which was developed by the Greenwood team, studio from Bishkek, it became very popular and got positive feedback from many gamers and developers. And that was the moment when gamers and developers all over the world have learned that games are also being developed in Kyrgyzstan. And 10 years ago, Kyrgyzstan didn't have actually its own game development ecosystem. Just individual enthusiasts worked on their own individual personal projects. And now game studios have appeared, but they are very fragmented. And to be honest, we have fewer game development studios than fast food outlets and cafes. But nevertheless, we have them. So the situation, for example, in Morocco is very, very different in Kyrgyzstan. And there are a few games released by local game development studios, just over 10. And there are 4 such studios in Kyrgyzstan. And just imagine that only 2 game development companies in Kyrgyzstan are recovering their costs and making profit. And those 2 game development studios are called Mad Aliens and obviously Greenwood team that developed that game, World of One. And according to the authors of World of One, most programmers in Kyrgyzstan are mainly engaged in the development of websites and mobile applications. I know that you might say that, even in those environments, games can be made. But I think what others meant is that they would rather develop business applications rather than games. And because of that, there's no competition, since the market is huge and there's virtually nothing to share or compete for. So, and the others offered colleagues or other programmers in Kyrgyzstan to try to direct their efforts into a more exciting, creative, and unfamiliar area for the country, which is the creation of computer games. And Kyrgyzstan is still far from a full-fledged industry, since subsistence is not in the sphere of production, but in the sphere of consumption. And another problem among the Kyrgyz gaming developers is unskilled personnel. It is difficult to hire a professional game developer, game programmer, because most people continue to think that game is just a hobby or within a hobby, and there's no money or prospects in this area. So that's the problem. And it's very important to keep developing this industry in Kyrgyzstan, as it is much cheaper. For example, a Western specialist can cost much higher than what it is in Kyrgyzstan. And local developers can compete with foreign ones in terms of quality. So that means that Western professional might, roughly speaking, might cost much more, right, than a professional from Kyrgyzstan. But in terms of quality, our local developers can provide the same quality. So that's also something that to be considered. And of course, it's not surprising that local IT companies work for Europe and Asia. So the work of a developer in Kyrgyzstan is well paid. I think I might be the first so far to tell how game industry might be different than what we've heard so far. So yeah, as a software engineer student, game development, it's not something that I hear every single day or very often. But I'm pretty sure that with time, we're gonna get into this creative sphere much more. And the market is gonna be filled with more game developers. So yeah, thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. Your presentation included very interesting information. Thank you so very much. So shall we continue with Palestine? Abdurrahman, hi.
Yes, hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Yes, thank you. Hi, hello everyone. My name is Abdurrahman and I study AI engineering in BAU. Gaming in the Middle East has been thriving throughout the recent years, and a few players who have made it internationally, like Saad Al-Dosri from Saudi Arabia, won the FIFA World Tournament back in 2018. And another famous person we have is FaZe Apex, which is a Palestinian member of the biggest gaming group known as FaZe Clan. Here's some examples of the regional gaming conventions and organizations that were founded in the Middle East. So we have the IGN convention, IGN-Con in 2013. We also have Middle East Games-Con in 2017, Dubai World Game Expo also in 2017, and Gamers Hub Middle East, which holds the annual event Insomnia Dubai in 2018. The Dubai World Game Expo, known as DWGE, is a multi-genre convention held annually in Dubai around November. The it is in order to introduce a wide variety of video games, online games, mobile games, game-related hardware, and next-generation platforms to the public and potential investors. Additionally, with the private and governmental financing of startups, game publishers have little by little started to promote more extensively in the Arab world. One such example is the Jordanian Tamatim company, which was established in 2013 and which obtained large financing that helped it to establish itself in new markets and achieve high profits. In fact, according to its founder, its revenue amounted to $2.5 million in the year 2017, with a growth rate of 150% annually. Furthermore, Saudi Arabia is the hotspot of the gaming industry among the Arab countries. In terms of revenue, Saudi Arabia occupied 19th place in the world as the largest electronic games market. Finally, I would like to say that the growth of Saudi Arabia's gaming market alone is an adequate reason for investing in this region. It's safe to say, nonetheless, that this market growth and gamer behavior are identical with many other Middle Eastern countries. The trend has just started, and it is likely to continue at least in the next 10 years. Thus, the time is ripe to invest now in the gaming localization for the Arabic-speaking market. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. And for the final, Iraq. Iraq, hi. He's lost, I guess. Our final participant has gone. Anyone wants to ask questions to our guests? Is there anyone? Mr. Emre, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I have a question. If someone wants to answer it, it's okay for me. I want to ask you, in your country, how is the family looking at game developing or game designing? Is there any difference from family side, or all of your family is supposed you to be a developer or game designer? How is your family looking for this category? Is there anyone to answer? It's okay.
May I answer?
No? You're in Iran, please.
So actually from my side, I think in Iran, parents are really supportive of jobs in technology, no matter where it is, because nowadays it's actually showing how, good for money it is, making money nowadays, but also...
Money, yeah? You mean it's quick money, it's easy and...
Exactly, yeah. Working in any technological sectors, that's why.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, thank you. Is there any question from our side, Turkey side? Yeah,
we have one.
Yeah, we have one man. Okay. Could you please first tell about yourself a little bit and then ask your question?
Okay, sure. I am Erdem, and we have a small company in here, Turkey, Supercat Games. We are focused on hyper-casual games for now, but we are aiming to develop casual games in the near future. My question is about culture. How's your culture affecting the game development ecosystem? Do you have any upsides or downsides about your culture? Because I think hyper-casual genre is very suitable for Turkey because we love shortcuts. We love easily succeed in something. Do you have something similar with other genres or game types?
Who wants to answer it?
Is there anyone who wants to answer it? No one. Again, Iran.
Nima.
Go, Iran.
Nima.
Go,
Yeah,
Iran.
I would be happy to answer. Thank you for the
Similar
question,
culture,
first of
so.
all. Yes, secondly, I think people who really like in Iran, first of all, the cultural designs, when it comes to like more Islamic and also Persian designs in games, but also, as you mentioned, the type of the games, people really like the games that make them feel smarter nowadays. Like if it's more like puzzle games or things like Sudoku, that actually is really favorite in Iran in comparison to Turkey. Yeah. Thank you.
I just want one more question. This is last, guys.
I guess Abdul Karim
girls.
wants to answer, but his microphone was off.
Abdul Karim, you want to also answer it?
Morocco. Yes.
Sorry?
So do you want to answer the question or you just talk by yourself?
I'm sorry. I didn't hear it. So like I was.
Okay, no problem.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
Can you repeat? Can you repeat,
No,
please?
Here is the new question. I want to wondering and I want to learn about something. Is there any government benefits for developer or for game designer? I mean, it's like a tax benefits or another benefits.
So, as I said, Morocco did just give an announcement to open, like, actually we have a Royal University of video games. Did you say that if you want to start right there, you should pay taxes, or I didn't really got you?
I mean that, for example, you develop a technologic, for example, it's a technologic app, and you sell it from another country. Is there any tax benefit to who is developing or who is selling these products?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. As a kind of entrepreneur, you should give to them your profile. Who create this app? Who buy it and stuff like that. So I think you should pay taxes, right?
Thank you, guys. I think Kyrgyzstan from Asol. You have an answer.
We have
Yes,
one more question. Before.
No,
Okay, sorry.
yes, I wanted to answer the last question.
Of course.
We have in Kyrgyzstan, we have HTP. I'm not sure if Turkey has one. So HTP stands for High Technology Park of the Kyrgyz Republic. And so HTP is a special tech zone that supports domestic high technology industries, computer science and education, and fosters the export-oriented economy. And actually, those two game development studios that they recover their costs and make also profit, they're actually part of HTP. So we do have a support from government when it comes to developing Kyrgyzstan technologically. And also what I've been seeing is that nowadays, we have a lot of private programming companies who will teach everyone how to code. But those private programming companies have been doing a lot of community development projects, programming again. And they sometimes collaborate with government bodies. So that is what's been happening recently. These community development projects, their applications are always open. There are different ones, and people from high schools, people from universities, they can apply and they can always level up their skills or learn something new. So this constant collaboration with government does happen. And again, the HTP, High Technology Park, does support companies in terms of taxes. So, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. We are also in technology development zone, Asol. It's the same with Kyrgyzstan. If any company open in this zone, here his name is Bilishim Vadisi. It's mean like a IT valley. Here is like a Silicon Valley, I mean. if any company set up in this zone, they have a lot of benefits like tax and other things. In Turkey, there is more than, I think, 100 technopark zone, technology development zone, more than 100. Turkey is really known to support the technology entrepreneur and more. Thank you for your answer. I think we have one more question.
Yes,
This is,
one more.
Yeah, we promise this is the last question.
Well, hello. Firstly, love your presentations, so appreciate it. And I just want to know what is the most used way of...
Recording stopped.
Well, what is the most used way of, I forgot the word. Yeah, advertisement in your countries, because let's say we made a game and we want to advertise it. What is the best way to advertise it in your countries?
Go Iran again.
First of all, great question, and thank you for letting me answer again. Actually, I wanted to mention that in Iran, there are more than 37 million players right now, gamers, which is like more than 50% of our population. And that's why it's actually the best way to advertise would be through mobile games and also mobile applications, mostly Google AdSense, because people deal with them every day, and that's around like 40 million youth using those devices. So I think that will be the best place to advertise.
Okay, thank you. I think we can close
Thank
the program.
you so very much. Before we say goodbye, I would like to thank you, the mentors, Google mentors, Emrah and Müge, to make this meeting possible, and the Google team. So thank you so very much. If you are ready, we are going to take a picture together. Herkes sahneye alabilir miyiz? Hep beraber bir fotoğraf çekelim.
Let's go.
Thank you for your participation, and just a minute for a photo.